And these players are ready to get started here on Outsider. A big thing we're gonna have to watch for as we get into the mid game. Obviously, Flash's tank and Vulture game, but those mines, a thing that can happen in those mines. Goojila gonna come in with probably some zealots, some mine dragging. Sean, why don't we talk a little bit about that?
Well, I think that Flash is going to go into this game starting off with like a one-rack style into a fact straight for the start pull, because dropship micro on this map is so important, especially because of the way the map is. You have the cliffs, you have a large main base, and you can just put down these tanks, these vultures, run around planting mines, and just do a ton of harassment from multiple directions throughout the game. And that's what we're probably going to see by Flash going into this. And before we do go into this game, they are 8-2 against each other in history, match history. 8 games for Flash, 2 versus Goojila, and now they are going head-to-head, and Flash notably taking out Goojila in the World Cyber Games Korea 2-1, knocking him out into the loser bracket, and we are going to start this game right now.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Do we have any Flash? No, they are already cheering anyways. They want this game to go down. They want to cheer for both Flash and Goojila at this point in time. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Your match. Who will take gold for Korea? The silver to go to the next. The bronze already held by Korea as well. All 3 medals will go to them. But who will reign as the top and maybe the last Brood War competition reigner of this planet?
Yeah, this is going to be super interesting to see. Unlike the other games we have seen on stage before, aside from the Jadon Flash game, this game is going to be intensely, it's going to be such a big game, micro-intensive, macro-intensive. This is the highest skill level of StarCraft we are going to see the entire weekend. It is going to be a great game and definitely a great series.
So we got that 9 o'clock and a 5 o'clock coming out on the spawn spots for Goojila and your Flash, the ultimate weapon. These guys really just waiting to get that scout out before we can tell you anything more about the map. Sean, what can we expect to see in terms of expanding?
Well, in terms of expanding, I'm not really sure if they're going to go. And Jadong in the crowd watching the games, finishing 3rd place overall in WCG, taking up the bronze medal, watching as his teammates battle it out for gold and silver. And back to what you were saying, I'm not really sure if we are going to see any fast expansion builds on this map. It depends on what Flash decides to do. I'm pretty sure he's going to go with some form of micro-harassment style play, and that's going to involve the factory and the star put. Therefore, he's not going to have enough minerals to go down and put down the command center early on. And we are going to see he's going to be looking down, he's going to be putting the barracks anytime now. And what is Goojila going to do to counteract this? I really think that he needs to get the observatory out, especially if he's going to be playing against vulture mines, as that's what Infernal really lacked. I mean, he had the observers, but he didn't have it in the right locations, so that's how he lost against Flash the first time round.
Yeah, the observer helps so much with the spider mines. It's not like Flash goes and sets them around a little spot just to grab somebody. He also is going to set them up to really block the way if he puts out a DT to try to fake Flash out, make him think he needs to build more observers for the map, get more comm out, get those vessels out. So you see those spider mines being laid in certain paths where Flash is going to predict, if possibly he sees enough that will show him that he could tech to DTs.
Yeah, this is a really super expansion here by Goojila, putting it down on 12. What a great position that is to be in, especially against this Flash build. And that's really cool. And he's got the gateway down as well. Is Flash going to be going for the gas? That's what I'm really interested to see. Is he going to go for the gas, or is he going to go towards the back base? It may look like he is going for the command center towards the back of his base. Here we go. Is he going to be putting that down? Yes, he will be putting down the command center towards the back of the base. And both players going for a macro-orientated build, going for the Nexus and the command center. Gas has been put down for Goojila. Core is being made now as well.
Yeah, that Nexus almost on the second one, the natural for Goojila coming out right now. We do see a little bit of a block there, so he is going to look to go long on this one in the game towards mid-game. And it looks like he could tech pretty fast. He did get a block towards the ramp. He's going to stick some Marines in there so nothing can get in and really get to his economy. No scouts have been sent out right now, and these two really blindly about to counter each other or attack.
Yeah, the core is just about to be completed. 3 in gas, another plan to be put down. Flash does scout in the incorrect direction. He will be changing around as soon as he goes up that ramp and sees that Goojila's not there. He's going to go straight, and he's going to find this Nexus placement super late. I mean, he could have scouted it a lot earlier and found out about it, but he is going to see it late, and this is going to affect his gameplay because, I mean, when Protoss players do go for a fast expansion on this map, because the map is so small, especially when you fast expand towards the front of your base, you can do a ton of harassment. The factory being placed down now. And, I mean, we really need to see what Flash is going to do from here. The command center almost being completed.
You know, this is really great time for this to happen, too. Actually missing that one and now getting into Goojila's base because it's going to be a vulture right after this to really mess around. There's a goon right there. It is going to help. We can see the distance going down on that goon on the cybernetics core as this SCV gets as much on-eyes action as it can, making its way through the economy line.
Yeah, the SCV does stay alive. It's going to get taken down anytime now. It does go down, but he does see the second gateway going down, and he also sees the range for the Dragoons being placed. The SCVs are now mining efficiently from the bottom of Flash's base. He has in the expansion. The scout is also late for Goojila coming back down, and he will not be able to find any information really. He doesn't really know that Flash is gone for this fast expansion build, so he's slightly in the dark.
Yeah, we do see that second gateway going down. No roll, but yeah, the cybernetics core is still upgrading, so we aren't going to see anything coming into the back of that expansion of Flash too early. And looks like those Marines are going to stop the scout. So like I said, this could be pretty blind now for Goojila as he comes into the match knowing that Flash has everything blocked off.
Yeah, the only thing Goojila's really seen is them Marines there. So, I mean, he's got to be thinking, what is Flash doing? And he's going to have to commit himself rather to defense. I mean, he's going to have to commit himself more to defense. The robotics facility goes up, and he's probably going to be getting the observer out. Oh, look at this scout. He's double expanded. This is really huge by Flash because Goojila has no idea about the bottom left expansion, and Flash is getting that down. Another expansion, the armory going up as well. Really interesting play by Flash. The engineering bay going down as well.
Yeah, very nice. He is going to start possibly doing some of that engineering bay as upgrades, puts down some turrets, and hasn't seen any air yet. He did see that robotics facility going down possibly to take out those observers to make the mines more effective.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, taking out observers is key in this matchup. It's going to be really hard. I mean, he can't really use scans to take down the observers, but now we do have the probe moving out. It's going to scout this, and this is really trademark. Oh, the Citadel of Verdun going down. That's really interesting to see what he's going to go for. The robotics field finishing, almost finishing. But this third expansion, that's what Flash really likes to do. He really does like these third base builds, and then likes to macro up and then look for kind of a timing push depending on what the Protoss is doing. But then again, in Goojila's eyes, he's only on one base, only now expanding to the second.
Yeah, already setting up tanks. The defense now on Flash's side. A lot going down, setting up a little farm of supply for himself. He's going to start massing those units as he builds money here. Both of these players now on their game. We are into this matchup fully, ladies and gentlemen, of your first StarCraft Brood War matchup. In your grand finals here, we have Flash versus Goojila head-to-head. That PVT on the map right now. We do have Outsider, myself, Rivington III, and Apollo bringing you the action. Apollo, it looks like pretty mid-game here, and they're really going for the... Actually, it looks like they could be setting out that DT, as we said before, to try to distract Flash on his build.
Yeah, it'll be really hard to distract Flash, though, with this DT, because of his turret placements. I mean, the way the turrets are placed, he's going to see any form of DTs coming into his base. Pylon being placed down here. Are we going to see another expansion here by Goojila? I mean, he has the Stargate going down, and yes, we do see the Nexus going down for Goojila. A really macro-orientated game so far, not like I predicted. I would have thought that Flash would have gone for a very aggressive drop ship play. Unfortunately, he doesn't do that, and we are seeing a macro play. The second factory going down, and +1 being upgraded for the mech.
Yeah, really, and we're actually quite wrong on our part. We haven't even seen a Vulture come out yet. So Flash not even really using his Spider-Mine technique on this matchup. Haven't seen the shuttle or the observer come out of the robotics yet, so we'll really have to see where they go with this. There's the Stargate, possibly throwing up some Corsair late-game carrier.
Yeah, the Arbiter Tribunal just being put up now, and this is really what Flash is. Oh, is he going to get the observer? That could be huge. No, he misses it.
Oh, there is an observer
So he does waste
flying.
that scan, trying to get that down. It looks like he's going to follow it to try and get another scan off, but the Arbiters are going to be coming out soon, and this is where Flash needs to see. Oh, is he going to get it? He does get the observer. The observer goes down for Goojila. The second one is out though, and we'll be able to look around Flash's base quite nice. But the thing is, with this Arbiters coming out, it's going to be really hard for Flash unless he decides to push out and try to get a time and attack before they do come out.
And there we go, yeah, Flash starting to bolster his army as the observers now getting all eyes on Flash. Maybe Goojila.
Oh, he's going to go straight into the turret of that observer.
Very nice placement. Not even noticing it yet. He was not eyes on the observer, and it got taken down as he was checking the base, continuing to create units. You can see focusing on that Stargate and still pumping out another gateway going down. And see, there could be the drop for the Reavers. The Goons will be the alternate attack on that aggression.
Yeah, there's a ton of Goons now. Goojila knows exactly what's going on with Flash now. He realizes that he has an expansion towards the back and the front. And here we go, the ton of factories placed down. It looks like he's going to go for a 9-fact builder. At the same time, Goojila pushes out of his base. But will he be able to do any damage? It looks like Flash has too many units, and especially on that choke with the siege tanks, he really won't be able to do that much damage.
Yeah, those siege tanks, just Flash can line those so well. You think you beat all 4 in that line, and then there's another 4-pack and another 4-pack behind that. That barracks for Eyes On is actually going to get taken down as it is creased over that ledge a little bit. We are going to see this moving out a little. He is going to set up some defense right in front of his natural, so he does not lose that.
That was really dangerous for Flash. He had all his units towards the back of his base. Goojila could have moved down there and done quite a bit of damage. We do see 7 gateways, 6 gateways out now. The dropship is up as well, and a really nice play. This is pretty much standard Flash just sitting down in his base, really being defensive, and he's Goojila comes in, he sinks that tank. That's got to be careful. He doesn't have that tank. He does set up position, but great little hit there by Goojila.
I think Flash just got eyes on that dropship as well. He's packing those vultures back a little bit closer. You can hear the tank sieging up. That Reaver is going to get laid down right inside the Dragoons, and he's just going to be able to do that long-range damage, taking out all the Marines at once if you can get them. But it looks like they are going to stay back right now, as you did hear the tank siege up, and it would really just be a loss of units for him to move in right now.
Yeah, on the factories, all Flash, he only has like 1 machine shop, and the rest are vultures, so he's got a ton of vultures coming out now, and he's trying to slow push outside of the space. This could be a time and effect for the Arbiters, but no, he's not really getting out too far, and it is out, and we are going to see the Arbiters be causing Flash a bit of trouble. He really does need to start saving scans to fight against this.
Yeah, he does need to save scans. He went very strong on those factories, so a starport this late, it would still be able to help him, obviously, with the science vessels, but he was not on that and did not see the Arbiter coming. So that is definitely going to help out Goojila as he comes into this attack. A few scans to be used right now. Beautiful job on the mines, and that is really going to help him with that Arbiter once they get in range. Oh,
really
there
nice
it is.
Play. That's really nice play by Goojila, dragging their mines into that tank with just 1 cell and not even losing anything. Really nice play. All these units are invisible unless a scan has been put down on them or a science vessel is out. And really nice play. Another expansion going down for Flash, moving around the map with these vultures just to try and get map control and map awareness, so he knows exactly where Goojila's army is and how he should place his army for it coming on. And it looks like we are going to see a drop now. Oh my god, is it going to go down? Yes, the Zealots do get down. This is going to be a ton of parameters. This tank is going to go down. Dragoons there as well. Flash having to pull off his SCVs. Vultures are going down. Oh, he's got to be careful here.
That back of the base, like I said, he could go right for the economy line, but here in the middle of the map, the Arbiter to help, the spider mines to be dragged into the tanks, a stasis on all of the vultures and a few of the tanks, and he is just going to take out Flash's army and continue to push him back. Beautiful work by the Arbiter stasis, and he takes control of the middle of the map.
Yeah, that was really nice play by Goojila. Oh, that mine's going to get that Dragoon. But the thing is, Flash's army wasn't correctly positioned. All his vultures were on the wrong side of his tank, so these Zealots had free reign straight into his tank line with a great status, blocking 4 tanks and a couple of vultures. Really nice play. But this expansion is going down as well. Flash has to transfer all his SCVs to the other one.
Yeah, they're just going to huddle around these stasis tech right here, and they're just going to take them out closely, obviously, to the tanks. The tanks are probably going to take out the vultures as soon as they start attacking, but actually they're not even going to see. He tries to get the scan down, but valiant attempt. They are going to go down very fast. 2 Arbiters now, so he's just going to be able to really stasis Flash's tank micro and vulture micro. A very nice stop. We did see oh, go ahead.
Here we go. You have the vultures being placed down now. 2 Arbiters in the middle of the map. And that is really key with putting, not only does he turn his army into basically invisible mode without any scans or science vessels, but he can use the status, as you were saying, to hold tanks in position, and they're unable to attack. Therefore, they're out of the game, and they just cuts the army in half, basically. It looks like these vultures are going to get this Nexus. Is it going to force him cancel? No, I don't think so. The Arbiters and the Dragoons are doing damage, and the Observers are out cleaning up the mines as well in the middle of the map. Really nice play here by Goojila. Not a walkover for Flash in any means.
Yeah, Goojila just pumping out units right now. Those goons, like you said, going around cleaning up the map again. You know, Flash does not want to give up that area of the map. He wants to keep containing and pushing in that area, keeping his spider mines, but wasted money right now. Very nice job. Well, a few get taken out, but it's not going to do much as they try to get over to the firefight here. The scans going down, but is there enough? The Arbiter's just in too many numbers to keep it going, and no air defense to take him out.
And it looks like Flash is going to get down quite a few Dragoons with only a handful of vultures. He's been pulled back now. It's just not really worth it to carry on fighting as he was losing that battle. and he has a ton of tanks now. I didn't quite see the upgrades. 2 machine shops are there. This expansion is up on the right-hand side of the base. This one is now back up and mining again. Observe him moving around the map, cleaning out these mines, and he really does have to be careful about losing units to mines needlessly.
I mean, they're all over the place, and he is still laying those mines out as well as still producing units. So we're going to see him all over the map still. You can see the speed cells, goons with that long range getting ready to move out. Oh, very nice. They were actually able to take out one of those without going down. But still, there are just so many more, and the observers sitting over all of them at every point in time. They just have eyes on the map right now. A few observers around is going to help him.
He's going to try and snipe transfer probes. He doesn't manage to get too many. He does know this expansion is trying to get up and trying to get saturated. The vultures are going down. Nice going by these Dragoons. More Dragoons here. And that's really nice defense by Goojila, not doing that. And more vultures are moving out by Flash. But there's a little army here with a couple of arbiters are going to help defend this expansion.
Yeah, it really is, and we haven't really seen Flash's base too much, but there is a science vessel right now using those vultures in the middle to kind of fake out Goojila at this point. Goojila's really just been working in the middle of the map, not really seeing what Flash is doing and giving him a lot of time to build up his army.
Yeah, there are so many vultures. The reason is because the bottom left expansion isn't a gas expansion, the same for the right hand side, so he's got a ton of minerals, so he has to build all these vultures to spend his minerals. Turrets going up. A really nice vulture play here by Flash, moving around the map, getting to know exactly the armor composition, how many units he has, played in mine all over the place, doing damage to these probes as well, taking out these before the cannons are going to take this down, but he's doing a ton of damage, taking out as much as possible.
Yeah, that's great defensive push or put right there by the cannons on the side of Goojila. We haven't seen the Reaver yet. He's still just going for the drop on the speed cells that he went for fast to get inside on those tanks. Because of that stasis, he did make him lift off there. And another expansion going awry for Flash. He was able to pick up that bottom 6 o'clock expansion once again to help him out. But right now, the Arbiter is just doing a lot of work and really softening up what Flash was doing.
Yeah, that recall on the bottom right on the side of the map did get that expansion being forced to lift up, but this at the same time, Flash does have siege tanks in the bottom left doing damage to the south expansion of Goojila. This command center is in a little danger now. He really does need to repair that, and look at this, more units coming down here, and Goojila attacking from directional on Flash, causing him to go through the middle. Flash is going to push right for the middle. Is he going to be doing damage? He could go straight into the main of Flash and do significant damage, but Flash is pushing out with a ton of tanks, vultures, and Goliaths.
Yeah, doing a great job of just coming in and taking out those turrets, making sure when he makes it into Flash's main base that the mines will not be a problem. And that Zealot actually taking out the mine before he went down. Beautiful. Here it goes, a big battle in the middle of the map, Sean.
Yeah, this is a huge fight right now. He really needs to control this. He's not even sieging his tanks. He's keeping them down. He's going to siege a few. Ton of damage going down. These fortresses are melting. The tanks are doing so much damage. But then again, the Goojila's army's in too. It's right across the map. It's in his base as well, being forced apart. Look, these siege tanks doing a ton of damage. Vultures are actually holding onto the main base, and Flash pushing into the natural of Goojila.
Yeah, that 6 o'clock expansion now taken down. He is all inside of Flash's base at this point, and he is going to be wreaking havoc. Flash has moved his army out, and it does not look good for the ultimate weapon at this point.
I mean, the ultimate weapon, he's all over the place. This is a crazy game. Units all over the map. Different directions, attacking from different directions, multiple armies. Look at this, he really does need to hold on. No! Huge hit by the mines there, doing a ton of damage. But then again, he has got this expansion. He's got to be careful, as it is in red health, and it is slowly dying. He does need to repair that. But right now, the ultimate weapon, duking it off with the red shuttle, and it's crazy game on Outsider.
Yeah, amazing right now. And you know, Flash still thinking about the command center, could still be going for it, but right now he's got to worry about his base, pulling a few tanks back. We saw come across, and they have already gone down. Almost a drop there that came down by some Zealots. I think they got taken out quite quickly. And yes, he does save it. He did not forget about it. Very well played.
He saved that, and he will be able to mine from there. But the thing is, Goojila really doesn't have that much resources. That's his only expansion on screen. Everything else is starting to mine out. Everything's dead. And all he has to do is bring these vultures down and start hitting this and harassing it. And this could be huge. Goojila is really low on resources. He's got to be careful, though. A couple of siege tanks down there could do a world of damage.
You know, that looks very bad for Flash. A squad of Dragoons just rolling through the backside, taking out an expansion, coming into his base, but just Flash playing that Spider Mine micro and able to take him out one by one, bringing some tanks back, and just very sure of his play and not giving up a beautiful...
Big hit by that, dragging the mines into the vultures, and he really has to be careful because that is his only expansion. He needs to keep that up, but a ton of units by Goojila, and Flash really doesn't have that many units right now. He's trying to get down the bottom left-hand side to stop Goojila mining from this area, and at the same time, Goojila is stopping Flash. Man, if the command center goes down on that area, this is huge by both players. And then again, like, Goojila is in a place where he can't really mine. On the same hand, Flash has nowhere to mine either.
Yeah, they really can at this point. Getting in there, you're just going to either have to cancel it or really defend it to get out, and you're going to be leaving your base open for attack. So right now, these guys pretty much in a stalemate of what they want to do, just throwing a few units at each other here and there. The Arbors really making a difference against Flash's army in the middle of the map for those few battles that have already happened, and the Zealot drops to really be effective against those tanks because they're only going to do damage to themselves.
Yeah, and right now he needs to seize that. He manages to hold on to that bottom left. I didn't think he'd hold on to that, but he does, and that's really big as well. Really nice play. And at the same time, Goojila is pushing down onto the natural of Flash. Flash does have enough tanks on his natural to defend against the Arbiter and the handful of Dragoons that Gojilla's trying to push with him.
There we go. Again, coming over. Oh, wow. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. Goons and Zealots right on top of this command center.
Once again.
Wow, a beautiful job coming in. You know, Flash saw it very quickly, though. Realized those aren't my color units, and he quickly lifted off. Not going to make it out, though. A lot of units on that spot, and he is going to keep dropping, taking out the spider mines before they do too much damage. Again, and they only get one unit. They will be able to hold that area as this Arbiter gets out before it goes down. Very well played.
And Flash is going straight for the production area. He's going straight for the main of Goojila. If he manages to take out all the gateways there, this could be GG. This is huge. He really needs to defend this. The Arbiter is there in place with great status on the ramp, could help out, but no, Flash is going to move in with a science vessel. Goliath's anti-has got to be careful with that science vessel. And here is, if he sets up position there, it could be big. Oh my god, and he's got this expansion as well. What a crazy, crazy game.
Yeah, that science vessel really needs to stay with that army right now. It is the only thing that's going to really give him the upper hand against the Arbiter at this point. He's moving it really close. Actually, it's focused on the Goliath. The photon cannon didn't even worry about the science vessels that came around. A good damage being done by Flash in the main base, as well as the expansions right now, as they are really just sending each other's units. They're just full force at each other's base right now, 1 for 1.
Yeah, Goojila manages to defend the 11 o'clock position. Then again, he's got a ton of units in his base. Only a couple of tanks and vultures here against these Zealots and Dragoons. It looks like Flash is going to lose this army. I mean, I don't know if these vultures have any mines to put down, but that could be huge. Only all these Zealots are taking a tank at the same time. A ton of damage going down in Gojila's base. The units are everywhere on this map, attacking from every different direction. And that expansion goes down in the south for Goojila. But the really focus point for Goojila is he has the 11 o'clock expansion mining minerals, and that's really going to help him.
Here's the big point in this, is that science vessel is still up, and right now as they whittle away at the army, the power of the army of Flash inside Gojila's base is a lot more powerful, and he's just destroying buildings left and right. But here it is, good work from the Zealots. They are going to come in and wipe this army out finally after it just decimates the main part of his first base.
And Flash has started mining again from the 3 o'clock position. Still units inside his base. Goojila finally clearing out his own base. At this point, if Goojila, both key points right now on the map is that 11 o'clock expansion and the 3-1 from Flash, only mining off one base now. And then these two, he's got to be careful. Oh, this does get pulled off. The Zealots do tank it. They should be able enough to take that Zealot down. Flash clean out his base. These two tanks are going to go down as soon as they are unfrozen. These Dragoon and Zealots going to make short work of that. And he's moving down here with 2 Goliaths in the science vessel. Going to be able to do a ton of damage to the mineral line. At the same time, Goojila pulls down enough. He should have enough to get rid of these guys. 3 tanks, 4 tanks from behind. And if he sets up siege here, this could be huge.
Yeah, very good move by Flash, bringing in the tanks right after the drop occurred, getting that dropship to go down. He's going to make quick work of these Zealots and the Goon. He's going to be able to work on this economy line in just a second.
And once again, Flash looks like he's going straight for the main of Cal. These 3 tanks should be enough. Another Dragoon goes down, another one goes down, a couple of Zealots. If he micros these tanks, well, he should be able to do okay. I don't know, is that tank? Oh, 2 tanks go down. The 3rd one as well. Really nice around there with the Zealots. And look, Flash is sending the rest of his army, instead of going into the main of Goojila, is going to send it to this key location to try and prevent Cal from mining any more resources.
Very nice job in what those tanks could have made easy work of all those Zealots, but dropping them so close, taking them off guard. He thought there were probably going to be more Dragoons. The Zealots come out fast. Here's some Vultures to take out those Zealots a lot faster than the tanks, making very quick work of them, and they are going to have their way with those probes on the other side of the mineral line.
And it looks like Flash is in a really comfortable position right now. He started mining from 2 bases, and these units here should be enough to get rid of these Dragoons. The mine takes that down, and this is not what Goojila wants. He really needs to hold on to this expansion, and unfortunately these tanks are up now, and he is going to lose this, and this really puts Cal in the world of trouble. More mines are going to take these down. The Zealots tank it as much as possible. but there are too many vultures, too many mines. Cal, oh my god, he is on the back foot, and it looks like the ultimate weapon is going to take down this game, the first game of our series.
Yeah, it really looks like it. The Observer game forgotten to be played now by Goojila, and he is just not having anything to find those spider mines in the field. It's just wearing away at his army right now, and Flash starting to continue doing everything he's done so far, and now he's starting to gain the upper hand in this matchup as he just pushes Goojila back, and really on the offensive now. Flash, like you said, should be able to take this first game soon.
Yeah, well, he's successfully mining from the 3 o'clock position, and then on the right-hand side of the map, so he has 2 bases against Cal, 0 bases, and he calls GG. Flash takes the first game of this series.
A very, very, very good matchup. It came out very strong for Goojila. He had a full army inside Flash's base at one point in time, but Flash didn't even bat an eye. He just came back instantly, brought a few tanks back, got a few vultures out, knowing the vultures would go down, but he got the mines down before those vultures went down, and really capitalizing on taking out the goons that were in his base.
Yeah, he did really well. What a crazy game that was. Attacking units in every direction, top, left, bottom, and the side. Just crazy game. And that is so hard, especially on such a high level, playing in the World Cyber Games final, controlling all these multiple different groups. Really hard for both players to do that. Crazy game, but the ending deciding factor was that Flash finally was comfortable getting down that expansion on 3 o'clock and then getting to the second and denying Cal from that 11 o'clock position, just choking him. Therefore, he had no more minerals and resources to continue production. Crazy game.